about the release of the Epstein files, he said, and what it meant from the inner realm's viewpoint, he said, "Beloved ones, from the higher vantage, what you are witnessing is not simply the release of information about particular individuals or events. It is part of a larger human cycle that occurs whenever truth that has long been suppressed begins to surface into collective awareness. When harm has existed in secrecy, especially harm against the innocent, it creates layers of silence, denial, fear, and power structures that protect themselves over time. From your earthly perspective, it can appear that these structures are immovable, but from the inner realms, they are never stable. They are always temporary because anything built upon concealment must eventually face the pressure of truth. What you are seeing now, and I'm talking to my spirit guide about the release of those files, what you are seeing now is one of those moments when concealment can no longer fully hold. And when this happens, it almost always brings three simultaneous waves among humanity. First, a wave of shock and grief as many hearts come to terms with realities they did not want to imagine. Second, a wave of anger and demand for accountability because the human conscience instinctively rises when injustice is revealed. And third, a quieter but very important wave, the strengthening of collective awareness and protection for the future. From the higher perspective, this third wave is the most significant. Because while individuals and cases are part of the story, the deeper movement is humanity gradually refusing to tolerate hidden harm, especially toward the vulnerable. This is not a descent into darkness, it is a painful exposure of what was already present. And exposure is one of the earliest movements of justice. It breaks isolation, it removes invisibility, it awakens conscience, it changes what future generations will allow to remain hidden.